and you interviewed Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple. Why did you do that?
These why questions, they really get me, Kevin. It's fun to think about. It's probably why people love your show.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and that clip in the intro was from the channel called When Shift Happens, and it was uploaded just a couple of days ago. The CEO of Bitwise, Hunter Horsley, yes, he indeed interviewed Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, at the Blockworks Digital Asset Summit about 3 months ago. And I just can't believe it still. This video only has 39 views. Hunter manages 10 billion in clients' assets, and we're going to hear his answer. But first, I want you to listen to his chief information officer and where the company Bitwise believes Bitcoin is going to take this market.
The bigger piece is just massive, unrelenting demand meeting limited supply. We're seeing companies buying huge amounts of Bitcoin and ETFs purchasing huge amounts of Bitcoin, and there's just not that much Bitcoin to go around. I'll mention in the last 30 days, we've seen Bitcoin ETFs acquire $5.2 billion of Bitcoin. That represents institutional investors making a giant allocation to this space. We see that trend continuing. And with the limited supply of Bitcoin, it's just forcing the price up. I think we're detaching from $100,000, and I think we're going substantially higher from here.
When you say substantially higher, Matt, give me some bogeys to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I think once we break the gravity of around $100,000, where we've been trading in and out of for the last 6 months, I think it's sort of anyone's guess where we go. Here at Bitwise, we expect Bitcoin to top $200,000 by the end of the year, which I know sounds like a very large number, but the flows we're seeing from institutional investors and corporations are really significant. They're accelerating, not slowing down, and I think they're going to force that price substantially higher.
What's most interesting is Hunter even posted on X that he wonders if people are going to call Ripple an XRP Treasury company. Why not? They still are in possession through the escrow of 42%. And should you be wondering why we saw this big surge in Bitcoin, well, the ETFs, they smashed records with 2.7 billion in weekly flows. Hasn't been this big since January. Now today, the markets are taking a little bit of a breather, but boy, Pump.Fun, they had an ICO and they didn't take a breather. The venture capitalists and the Solana community, they've raised $500 million in 12 minutes. Sounds like 2017. The token max supply, wait for it, 1 trillion. Yes, this is for the meme coin platform. 24% went to the ecosystem, 13% for the existing investors, and only 15% was offered to the retail. The token name, Pump. Since a few hours ago, with its launch, it's up 24%. I'm telling you, I think meme coins are here to stay for a little while longer. Some fantastic news to report, and that is, according to the Axelar scan, and it was confirmed to be correct by the co-founder of Axelar, Hordios, there has been value that has flowed back into the XRP ledger ecosystem using that bridge. And we saw 16 million come back in the past 24 hours. This is fantastic news. We don't want to see all the value extracted out of the ledger going into the Ethereum ecosystem. We want to see some of that value flow back into XRP. A shout out to Sentiment, who brought to everyone's attention that during the pump of XRP hitting that $2.97, which was a 4-month high, we can see that there were 6,939 new XRP wallets created in 1 day. That's the highest since March 1st, when we saw a lot of positive price action as well. and over 5.5% of all crypto discussions centered around XRP on social media. Again, a high since March 18th. Another high is XRP futures, and ETF saw a 5-time volume spike as the price surged to that 4-month high. We're talking about Tritium's 2 times leverage XRP ETF, which is the XXRP. Yeah, very nice to see this strong investor demand. And the South Korean won trading pair with XRP is up yet again today. It's representing 23.5% of the entire global trade. Let's go back and listen to the final answer of Hunter in that big question that he got in regards to why in the world did he interview Brad Garlinghouse. All right, everybody, until next time, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
I think one element of what I aspire for in the space is I wish people would just spend less time throwing mud at each other and respect when talented people are working hard on their vision of the future, and to support everyone who's working hard on a vision of the future, and to be collegial with one another, and to make we both love Pudgy Penguins, to spread good vibes across the metaverse, to make the default energy of this space high energy and a positive energy, because I think that's what attracts everything that the space wants. And if you don't like a project, or if you love one project and you hate their competitor, you hate something else, then the way I think for people to act is to focus on the merits of the thing that you love. And I think sometimes people focus on the thing that they don't like and spend a bunch of time saying things about that. So anyways, I was excited because I think that there's a ton of great things to say about Brad. They've really I mean, but the recent one is that they really took on the mantle of pushing back against the SEC's egregious enforcement, which has impacted Uniswap, it's impacted Consensus, it's impacted Coinbase, and not everyone can fight back. And they were the first to fight back, and they just recently prevailed. And maybe you don't like XRP the token, or maybe you don't like RLUSD the stablecoin, or maybe you love those things. But in any case, you can appreciate the effort and role. So I was really excited, both because I think very highly of Brad, but also to try to sort of model how people should behave in the space, which is be rooting for the success of the space. Yeah.